Hey everybody, figured I'd give everybody an update of what's going on out here on the Poormans DIY farm. Uh, I done the videos working on the car and stuff like that. I do have a video, I never have put it together, of me actually getting the transmission out, but I did not film putting it back in because right after I took it out, I went in and got the surgery on my heart, putting the Watchman in and stuff like that, and it was hot out there after that, and I just didn't feel up to it. So I'm sorry about that. I'll eventually put up the video of me actually getting it out of there, but that's about it. Needless to say, transmission's in there, runs great. So anyway. I know it's been a while since I've actually made any videos about out there on the tractor. Well, it's been extremely hot here in Texas. We've been in the triple digits for a while. It's kind of cooled off just a little bit, but we're fixing to go into August, which is typically the hottest month. July, August area is the hottest month. So whether or not I can get out there and actually do anything on the tractor too much, I don't know. We've had like zero rain in a long time. The ground is hard enough you can drive nails in it and hold a board down. You've got cracks opened up, big wide cracks, everything else. But anyway, all that aside, one of the things that we're going to be doing, or I'm going to be doing, is I've decided I'm going to go ahead and get a 3D printer. Now, done a lot of research out there, been looking around a lot. I really like the Persa, and I'm going to bring this up on the screen. I believe that's how you say it, Persa or Prussia, whatever. Anyway, but it's there's a couple of it's got extremely great features to it, but the downside is it's $749, and then they charge you $50 on top of that to ship it to you. So you're at almost $800. And then they warn you that if you want to buy it with the second optional plate, so you have two different bed plates to use, that it will throw you over the $800 for getting it into the United States duty free. So what that's telling me that they're doing is when they're writing on the customs declaration, they're writing the price of the printer plus the price of the shipper, and they're declaring that as the cost. That's wrong, but you know, I'm not going to argue with them because they're not going to do it anyway. You don't pay duty on shipping, so in reality, the $749, and if I got the other plate with them, it'd be just right under $800. Technically, even with the $50 shipping on it, it should be duty free. But anyway, this is it right here on the screen. It's got some really nice features that I do like, but there again, the price, that, and then the other thing is it's 4 to 6 weeks to get it. So I started looking around, and I've basically gone to deciding that I'm probably going to do either any cubic or Creality. And Creality, there's a lot of people out there that have the Ender 3s and stuff. The Anycubic, I can find it a little cheaper than I can find it on their website, but it's in some of those places like, or those sites like Gearhead or something else like that. And you got to go through 5 or different things to find one that says it'll go to the U.S. And I've never ordered from any of those type of people, so I'll be a little bit leery of it. Probably nothing wrong, but I would be leery. So it's a little bit more if I buy it straight from the manufacturer, but it's way cheaper than buying the one or two models that they have on Amazon. On Amazon, they're outrageous and cost. For example, the Anycubic. Let me bring this up. The Anycubic. Let me bring the Mega Series up. Okay. Okay. Here you got the Anycubic Mega X. It's $3.99 from Anycubic, but it's $4.79 on Amazon. So over here, buying it straight from them, it's $3.99 if that's the one I want, and it's free shipping. So whatever else, and they got a little deal on the reels of PLA right now, where if you add 3 to the cart and use this code, you get 3 of them for the price of 2. So anyway, but there again, this is $3.99. Now it has I believe a 305 by it was a 300 by 300 by 305 millimeter work area out here, and so that's pretty good. But like I said, it's $3.99. Not really a bad price for what it is. Now, if I come over and look at the other one I was kind of looking at is this Chiron. That's $4.29 right now. So it's only like $30 more. And what you get is a 400 by 400 by 450. So that's almost a cubic foot of workspace in there. Like I said, we'll see. I may go with this one. It's either probably going to be, if I do the Anycubic, it's either going to be this one or the Mega X. Now the other one, if I go over to Creality and I look at the Ender, let's see if they Ender series. Here's the Ender 3 Pro. It's $209. You say, well, that's a lot cheaper. And it has a flex plate on here like the Persia has, where it's a magnetic flex plate. Now you pop this off and you can flex the plate and it will take the print off of it a lot easier, so you don't have to do any scraping. But here's the thing I don't like about the Crealities. Okay, over on the Anycubic, you have I believe up and down is the Z. I'm new to this, so if I'm wrong, guys, just correct me. Don't say, "Oh, you're stupid." I think the Z-axis is up and down. On the Anycubic, it has a drive on both sides, and so it's driving both sides up. That allows it to, when you all home, it'll go down and it'll make sure that both sides are parallel, because it'll adjust. If it's off a little bit, it'll adjust one of them down and lock it down. The Ender and they only have the drive motor on this side right over here. This is free hanging out here. So anything bump into this, you get some worn wheels, stuff like that, it's gonna flex, guys. I don't care. It's a extruded aluminum T out there mounted on a little bracket. It's got here with a drive screw in the back. It's gonna flex. So I would be concerned about that. So anyway, what am I going to do with all this? Well, I see a lot of people out there, they're making all this stuff, and they're just making stuff. You see them on there, print little figures and little this. That's not what I want to do with it. I'll probably do some of that in practicing, but I want to make parts, okay? And whether they're a whole set of parts to build something, or whether it's a couple of parts that I'm then going to create molds out of to cast in a better type of material, or whatever it is, that's what I want to do with it. So, you know, I mean, one of the things down the road that I plan on doing is building a CNC router for cutting wood. So I'll be able to print a lot of the parts out with one of these printers. The other thing too is I've got the Chapin cedars, and you know, using it 1 year, it's nice and stuff, but I would like to have the seating plates configured just a little bit different. So once I learn how to draw this stuff in a 3D CAD program, I can measure it up. I can actually design my own cedar plates to go in there, where I can set the spacing more to my liking and stuff. Because you can only buy certain cedar plates, and you know, for example, on the beans and the corn and the cucumbers that we planted last year, I would have preferred that the distance between the plants was about twice what it is. So an easy way you can do it is you can just put a piece of tape across one of the seed holes. But there's an odd number of them. So you're going to have either one set of plants closer together or one set of plants further apart every so often, because you can't just tape off every other spot because it's an odd number. But if you have if I can design and print my own seed plates out, then I can put an even number at whatever I want, and I don't have to tape anything off. You know, I could reprint a hopper. A lot of things that I could do. So that's basically what's going to be going on with that. So we're going to be doing some stuff with this. I'm going to be probably in the next week or something. I'll make my decision and go ahead and order one. It will probably be either the Anycubic G-Rod or the Anycubic Max Mega X. Probably one of those two. But like I said, we'll see. And then once we do that, we'll kind of go through it. I'm not going to be one of these crazy guys that does all kind of stuff and 10 billion videos and have 30 dang machines running in the background. I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, you can follow along on that and stuff. And then, like I said, I've got my forum site up. It's where I'm going over and I'm putting a lot of stuff. And they're going to haven't done a lot of that here lately, but I'm going to start doing it. So a lot of the stuff going on with what I'm doing with the 3D printer, what I'm doing on the farm, everything else, there's going to be eventually more information about what I'm doing on these videos over there. And so you go over there and get more information about what I'm doing. So if I have something and I'm doing something and I've got a parts list or whatever else, you'll be able to go over there and you're going to be able to find that particular topic, go in there and get that. It's going over their website's free. Doesn't cost you anything. You can go over there and you can look around. Like I said, it's a little sparse right now, but we're gonna be building it. So take a look at that and stuff. I'm gonna put a link down in the comments below, or the description below. And it's also right up here. I'm gonna throw up a QR code where you can just take your mobile device or whatever else and click on that QR code, and it'll take you right to my forum website. And then that, like I said, it's free to use, free to sign up. It's going to ask you some questions because I have to do that to keep the auto robot spammers out. So it's going to ask you a few questions. If you have any problems trying to get in, you want to get in, you want to set up an account where you can respond back to me on the site, and it's giving you any troubles, then come back to this video and post a comment in it, and I will get with you and try to figure out what's going on. Like I said, I'm walking a fine line over there between making it easy for people to set up an account if they want one over there on the site, and keeping the spammers out. But anyway, like I said, it's free to use. Now, there is an option over there if you want to donate anything to me down the road. If you eventually think, well, he's finally put some stuff out that's worth something, and I want to see more, well, there's an option over there. There again, it's not required. So, I originally looked at the Patreon. I ain't going to do the Patreon. It's a bunch of BS. So I'm not doing that. I'm not big enough to make it work. I'd rather do this the other way. So you can come over here for free and get the information. If you do like my videos, go ahead and subscribe down there. And as the weather cools down, we're going to be doing more videos out with the tractor, doing some stuff. Right now we've got the hog on it, or the rotary cutter and stuff, but I'll be swapping back over to the tiller to kind of till up the gardens. I got to do a lot of work on them to finally kill the weeds out and stuff, and then I may do some digging because I'm thinking about digging water out there. So then I'll be putting the backhoe on it and doing some stuff like that. So please follow along. If you like what I'm doing, again, subscribe, hit the subscribe, hit the little bell, and join me in this adventure. You know, it looks like I'm going to live now. They did pretty good on fixing my heart up. So anyway, I really appreciate every one of you that watches my videos, and I really appreciate everyone that subscribes to my videos. So thank you very much.